Jacques, the pressure's on.
It is. I got a lot of tomatoes here and we got something to do with them.
We are trying today for the very first time to pressure can. Yes, my friends, we're back. Outside, vibin'. It's a beautiful evening and we have the Presto electric digital pressure canner. Not a sponsored video, but if you want to, Presto, ring us up. Because this is a very fancy device. So what we're gonna do, Jacques, is learn the craft of pressure canning.
Yeah. For me, this is entirely foreign.
Me as well.
No idea anything at all.
We are going to do our best to follow the recipes, but I will give an important caveat on this video. We're vibing and we're experimenting. So what we're actually gonna do, we'll go through the full pressure canning process, but don't take what we say here as the only and safest way to pressure can. We're testing it. So at the end,
absolutely,
we're gonna be making a zesty salsa, and we're gonna make sure that we eat that well within the range of safe sort of storage. We're not gonna store this, put it up for like a year and then try it out.
No.
So Jacques, the first thing you need to do, you unlock your Presto.
Okay.
And you've got sort of that same kind of instant potty removal. And then you've got this little like jar thing.
Oh,
like,
just so it's not on the floor.
Keeps it not on the floor. And then I've got some prepared jars over there. If you don't mind dumping in water. So what we need to do is heat this water up. And we also need to get the jars in there so that they can start sterilizing while we prepare our recipe.
Okay, so does the water need to go above the jars?
The water needs to go to the fill line inside the Presto itself.
Oh,
of which there is one, so we need a little bit more
so
water.
We need more water.
So let's fill all these up about halfway.
All right.
In this case, we're using a 15-minute recipe, so I'm gonna spin this dial to 15, and then I will press the play button here, and it says insert jars.
Wow.
So what I'm gonna do is fill the jars half full. We're doing 3 jars here, Jacques. These are the wide mouth quart jars.
Yep.
It says remove the regulator from the cover, which I believe is this right here. So we'll take this, so there we go. In we go.
Heavy.
We turn it to lock, lower the sensor arm, turn the green latch clockwise, press play.
So simple.
I know, it really is. So it says warm should light up, and that's what's happening.
Okay.
So warming will take about 20 minutes. At this time, complete food preparation. Okay, so let's go ahead and move into that mode.
Wow, they really made this a lot easier than I thought it was.
That's the only reason I got this particular one is because to get into like pressure canning with the old school method, like there's one, I think it's called like All American or something. I talked to Becky of Acre Homestead.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic channel, amazing homesteader, gardener, and canner. And she said if you're starting out, just get this one. Nothing else is absolutely, don't mess around.
Because there's always that fear that I've heard, you know, of like blowing your house up. So
I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
or blowing your face off, honestly.
Yeah, that's not good either.
In this face, you know.
Without it, what do I have? All right, so the salsa we're doing is zesty.
Zesty.
What gives it the zest?
I think so. Here's the thing you're gonna like, actually.
Okay.
It calls for cored peeled tomatoes, 10 cups, 5 cups of seeded green bell peppers, which we're gonna sub in for some other peps.
It's fine.
We've got onions, obviously these are our homegrowns, and I have to say at this point, like these look really nice.
That's a handsome onion.
That's a really nice looking onion. So we need 5 cups of those. Maybe start on those while I do this. Then we got 2.5 cups of chopped seeded chili peppers, hot banana, jalapeno, etc. So that's the zest. That's where you put in really whatever peppers you think are worthy. Then you got apple cider vinegar, garlic, cilantro, which we don't have. We'll maybe do some parsley, see how it tastes.
Oregano?
Salt, and then hot pepper sauce. I actually got these hot peppers from a friend of mine. We had him on the podcast a long time ago. His name is Jason Tate. Bohica Pepper Hut. And I learned that Bohica stands for bend over, here it comes.
Okay,
because
it's hot.
It's very hot, and I didn't know that until literally just now. So, okay, how about this? I will see what peppers we have, Jacques.
Yeah, and then we need to boil everything, is that right?
Exactly.
So can we just throw tomatoes in there when
I think we can, because we're boiling everything all
together
at once.
Okay.
Yep, so we can actually store it in there, the chopped stuff.
Okay, perfect.
Did you hit this?
No. Oh, that's off too. I wonder if we tripped the breaker.
Technical difficulties, but we're going in with the cider vinegar, 1 1/4 cup. We're gonna do about a teaspoon of this Hawaiian lava hot sauce. And now I'm gonna get back on the tomatoes while Jacques grabs us our electrical supplies. Look at the aromas. Look at this like sauce ability of these bad boys. It's so nice and meaty and fleshy. Not a lot of juice in here. Great for a salsa, great for cooking down. I got everything besides the peppers, tomatoes, and the cilantro, which we don't have. And I also included the hot sauce.
Oh, nice. So the only thing we need is peppers, tomatoes. This better be zesty. I want my money back.
You know, here's a question for you. What is a food off the top of your dome that you would say that's zesty? Like that's a zesty food. I can't think of one.
Can't think of one either.
I can't think of a truly zesty food.
What is it oftentimes used for like, I thought I knew about zesty, but I guess I don't. I thought I might be a little zesty myself, but I don't even know what to call it.
You certainly, I guess you're not.
Tell us down below, what is zesty?
To you.
To you.
What's the zestiest thing you ever eaten?
Yeah, actually, that's what I want to know. I know for canning, at least my rudimentary understanding is that you do generally have to follow the recipes pretty close.
Especially when you're,
when you're actually preserving to store long term.
Well, what I will say is the recipe we're following is from the Ball Guide to Canning.
It is a certified.
So it's a certified, tested recipe. Now, the proprietors of the recipe, the people making it right now, I don't know if we're certified.
Yeah, I'm not certified.
A little misstep along the way, perhaps, but in theory, this should be a good recipe. I need to go get my jar lifter out.
Oh, you got a jar lifter?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. A year ago when I said I was going to go crazy with canning.
Oh, you got it then?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And I just didn't do it last year.
Yeah, because I know the easier way is through the water boiling.
Water bath canning?
Yeah, is that like, it's a pseudo canning?
No, it's actual canning. It's just
more specific about what can work and what can't?
I believe so. Pressure canning, I believe, is the only thing that can safely can low acid food.
And it lasts longer, I'm sure.
Yeah. And it's dramatically faster as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, water bath canning, you have to leave, as far as I know, you got to leave it in there for quite some time.
So you already put one in, right? So
yeah, I put one in.
4 right now?
Mm-hmm.
4? Okay, we're getting there.
So we need, what, 7 total?
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
Okay, we got some heat going in here. And the idea is this has to boil, right?
It has to boil.
Okay. And so the idea is you have to use stainless steel, you said?
That's recommended.
Okay.
If you use any other type of metal, especially with acidity, it can throw the flavor off, I guess.
Okay.
And then also if you use wood, of course, it transfers the... but that's more for like the next thing you cook with that spatula. It's not, I don't think it would actually be a big deal for this.
Gotcha.
Check it out.
Too easy.
Baby's first canning set. Beneficially though, I do have this, which will be nice. So I've got a lid lifter as well.
Oh, it's magnetic.
Oh, and then we've got the headroom analyzer.
Headroom analyzer?
You ever seen that?
What's the headroom again? Oh.
Because the headroom's super important.
I love these simple like little tools.
Super important. So off we go. We're gonna open this baddie up, twist it, turn it.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
that looks steamy.
That's steamy, yeah. Ready?
That's awesome. Yeah.
Jar 1, so you ready to start filling?
Something about that looks like you're holding it in reverse.
It's not, or is it? I don't know actually. No, because those are rollers, right?
Nah, Ian's right. Okay, so now we go into...
Ready to play?
Place the canner on.
And then you do the knob thing after.
And lock. Once the proper temperature is reached, vent will show up. When the venting time expires, the unit will start beeping and then put the regulator on because it's getting a vacuum.
So now the only thing left to do is wait?
I think so, yeah. Give it that try.
Yeah, I want to see how spicy it's going to get.
There's a decent amount of salsa left.
Definitely has kick, but that's actually pretty nice.
Ooh, that's hot.
Yeah.
That's hot, but that's nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
That's a really nice flavor.
You pull that out in January when it's like...
Pull that out in January when
50 degrees
we're all
outside.
bundled up.
Hey, that's great. Honestly, I wasn't sure how the apple cider vinegar and everything is going to tie together, but I think that's great. So we'll check back when it's pressurized or vented.
Mm-hmm. So it says can, it says put regulator on. I'm a little scared, I'll be honest with you.
Steven.
But here we... Hold on, I got a little scared there. Okay. It says put it on can. So I'll do that. I'll hit start. 15-minute canning session going.
Easy.
Is that easy? Okay, we'll be back in 15. It's been over 12 hours, my friends, since the Zesty Salsa was pressure canned. Let us take a look. So the first thing I notice is this one's got a little bit of extra liquid in there, but all good. But it really has fully sealed, and this is how you know. So you'll take off your little, whatever that's called, and then you've got your lid, right? So the lid should be depressed. All these lids are depressed, which is great. And then I read that you can take a spoon and tap in the middle, and you should hear like a bit of a hollow sound like that. And then you should also be able to pick it up by the lid edge and not have that fall off. So those are sort of your 3 markers. I'll do that to all 3 of these, and we'll take a little peek. All sound good. We'll lift these all up. I do think something I could have done a little better is make sure that I centered the lid right on top, because it's a little off on some of these, but it still is fully sealed. So the next step then is, of course, to label them, what it is, when I canned it. And like I said, in this particular case, what I'll do is still store these in the fridge just because it's my very first time doing it. But it does seem like a success. And Jacques and I tried the uncanned mix as we were waiting for this to can, and it was quite zesty and quite tasty. In fact, I had a little bit of it this morning on my eggs. So I am personally very excited about this development. I have unlocked the pressure canning skill set here at the homestead, which means that a lot of this behind me, specifically my tomatillos, I'm gonna do some salsa verde. But let me know down below, what do you wanna see me can? Give me some recipes, give me some ideas, and we'll maybe do a pantry tour sometime in the future. Good luck in the garden, and keep on growing.